What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to share with you everything I wish somebody had told me when starting a YouTube channel. I'm going to go over things such as what to record audio and video with, what video editor should you use, what free Photoshop software should you use to create thumbnails, where to get copyright and royalty-free music, as well as how to use and understand the YouTube Studio app to upload your videos. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to share with you is a really good free photo editor website that is going to allow you to produce high quality thumbnails at a price of absolutely free. Your thumbnail is very important, so being able to make something that looks appealing is going to help your chances at getting noticed. So this website is called Pixlr, link provided in the description below, and this website has intermediate to advanced levels of editing features, and honestly, it's an incredible tool to use considering that it's absolutely free. All these thumbnails that you're looking at right here on the screen, I have created using this website. Now, I'm not saying they're amazing or professional by any means, but I mean, to be just your average Joe on the road, it allows you to make pretty good thumbnails. Now, one thing to note here is that be sure that your photos are in the 16:9 format and that they're exported in the recommended file size that this website uses. I believe it's 1920 by 1080. YouTube can be kind of finicky about file sizes and whatnot, but if you abide by the dimensions I just mentioned, you'll have no problem. Okay, so the second thing I wanted to share is what video editor to use if you were unsure. If you have a Mac or an Apple device, then you're going to have iMovie, which is going to allow you to create really good content. And on top of that, it's absolutely free. Likewise, if you have a PC that runs Windows, you'll have a pre-installed app called Clipchamp, which is also free to use. Now, it's a very basic video editor and doesn't have features some other ones have, but it's my favorite because of how absolutely simple it is to use. Like I said, it's limited on features compared to some others, but for someone who is just starting out, it's going to be your best friend. Every video I have ever made on my YouTube channel was edited and exported using Clipchamp. Okay, so now you might be wondering, what do you use to record videos and audio with? And me personally, I simply just use my cell phone to record everything. Every video on my channel, except for the drone stuff, was recorded using my cell phone. And my cell phone and technology standards is honestly pretty outdated. However, cell phones these days are honestly better than most actual cameras or camcorders. So if you have a cell phone that is recent within the past like 4 to 5 years, you pretty much have everything you already need to record and make really good looking videos. Now, another tool that I do use when recording is this cheap tripod that I bought off Amazon. It holds your phone and it also provides really good stabilization if you're moving around and filming with it. It's not obviously like a gimbal, but it keeps your videos pretty still. Now, I wanted to mention to you guys a second tool that I use to record wireless audio, and that is this wireless microphone. It's got an extension range of about 50 feet. Video link top right hand corner of the screen if you want a full in-depth look, but it plugs right into your phone, instantly connects, and it honestly has really good audio quality, and it's worth every penny. Now, I do use a second microphone to record videos indoors. It's this HyperX one that I recently picked up. It does have better overall quality, but if you're wanting a microphone that's going to give you really good quality on the go and like outside and also blocks wind, definitely would go with that lavalier mic. All right, guys, now let's talk about where and how to get copyright free music to use for your channel because music is very important. So once you've logged into your YouTube Studio website app thing, go down here on the left side and scroll all the way down to Creator Music Beta. I believe they just updated and changed the music library for YouTube, so I'm still learning it myself. But once you're right here, go and click free because we don't want paid and we don't want rev sharing. This tells you zero cost, copyright safe, royalty free soundtracks. So if you use any of these songs within here, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So that's a huge plus. And once you're in here, you can see you've got all these different genres you can scrub through, the different moods you can scrub through. I guess you can search individual songs as well. But as you can see, this is going to be the best library in place to get royalty-free and copyright-free music that you don't have to worry about at all. Now, there is one thing worth mentioning. Some of these songs, when you go to click and view their usage details, it says it might make your video ineligible for monetization. Obviously, if you're new to YouTube and you're watching this video, your channel's not going to be monetized yet. But essentially what this means is in the future, if your channel becomes monetized, you have to attribute a license to the video in which this song is in. And basically, that is just an extra step that you have to take in the process of uploading your video. If you look right here, you still get the full monetization. There are still no copyright problems with the video. You just have to attribute a license to the video when you upload it, so not a huge deal. So like I said, this is your best place to get copyright and royalty-free music. And if I were you, just starting off, even though your channel isn't monetized, I would highly urge you to only use songs that are royalty free and copyright free, because if you're someone like myself, I've uploaded over 70 videos, most of which all have music in them, and I've made sure to use copyright and royalty free music. Now, if I had decided to use, big hit songs that aren't copyright or royalty free, once I became monetized, none of those videos would be eligible for further monetization, which would really suck. So again, I urge you to use only copyright free and only royalty free music, just so that later on down the road, if your channel becomes monetized, those videos don't become ineligible for monetization and you can still profit from them in the future. All right, guys, next thing I wanted to talk about was how to upload your video to YouTube and how to use the YouTube Studio app. So once you've made your YouTube Studio profile, go over here, hit the create button, hit upload video, select the file you want to download and upload it. Now, once you do that, you're going to be presented with this screen that you're seeing here, and it's going to ask you to put in your title, description. So we're going to work through all this information and go over what each thing means. So starting off with your title, input title, whatever you want it to be, pretty self-explanatory. Now, in the description box, it's always good to give a brief description of whatever it is you're talking about. So in this case, kind of try to restate the title, but in a different way. The most affordable, cheap, budget-friendly pressure washer for under $100 versus the title, budget-friendly pressure washer. So something, along those lines, whatever your video is. If you have product links for Amazon affiliate account, you can put those in here as well. But next thing I want to talk about that's important for you to know is how to add chapters to your video. So if you've ever watched videos before, you've noticed that they have chapters. This part is showing the pressure washer in action. This part's the foam can, yada, yada. So in order to put chapters into your video, literally just use this format that's right here. Type in timestamps and then just replicate this formula and put in, whatever you want, boss battle at 2:06, whatever kind of videos you're making. Pretty self-explanatory. And then it'll just auto-populate those chapters into the video. Now, another important thing to put into your description box is hashtags. Hashtags are going to help categorize your video and place them, where it needs to be. So, because this video is about car detailing and car washing, I put car detailing, pressure washer, detailing products, car wash, auto detailing, try to use no more than 5 hashtags, because if you use more than that, it's going to confuse the Google algorithms and also can kind of mess with YouTube. So 5 or less, is the better way to go. Okay, moving on from that, chapters, we already talked about that. Thumbnail, this is where you're going to go to upload your thumbnail. Click this little button right here, select the thumbnail from your file size or from your file on your computer, upload it, and it's going to display it up here for you. Pretty self-explanatory. Moving on to playlists. If you have playlists for your channel, just click that and pick wherever you want it to go. Audience. Unless you are making a video that is made specifically for children, just hit no. So again, like I said, unless you're making like content literally that is for kids, like a kid show or something, just leave this always checked no. Age restriction, don't mess with that unless you're posting some like really ricey videos. Does your video contain paid promotions, ads, placements, whatever, if the video is sponsored, I would click that video because it's in line with YouTube's policies and guidelines. Also, like if someone sponsored a product you're using, I would recommend clicking that button. Now, these next few buttons down here, automatic chapters, featured places, automatic concepts, I leave those checked. I don't mess with them. They don't do anything. Now, the next important box to look at is this one called tags right here. So basically these are different than hashtags. Let's explain it that way. So essentially what you want to put in this box are different phrases or ways for people to find your video. So say I'm trying to search for, a budget-friendly pressure washer to wash my car with. There are multiple different ways that somebody might go about searching for that product. So, I might search for cheap pressure washer for my car, electric pressure washer, pressure washers for car, best pressure washer for car detailing, affordable pressure washer for your car, budget pressure washer for car, all those different ways. So essentially what you want to put in here is all the different types of phrases, keywords, whatever that you could think of that somebody might find or that somebody might search to try and find your video. You can fit up to 500. You don't have to fill it every time. Also, do not put stuff in here that's going to not be related to your video at all. So if I put in here I don't know, like Ferrari or something, that has nothing to do with my video, and the algorithm is going to pick that up and potentially can penalize you for that. So put stuff related. You can ignore all this down here. I have a browser extension that's activated. So if you don't have that browser extension, you won't see any of this stuff right here. Scrolling down to language, captions, certifications, all this stuff. I don't mess with any of that. I just ignore all of it. What this shorts remixing thing right here means is basically somebody, when you post a short, they can remix that video to a certain extent. So I don't really care if somebody does that with my content. If you are picky about that, you can just hit don't allow remixing. Not a huge deal. Now, another important thing to look at right here is the category of your video. So if we click on this, you're going to see that there's a lot of different categories to place your videos in. So, you know, a lot of my stuff has to do with cars, car detailing, that sort of thing. So most of my videos are categorized as autos and vehicles. Now, obviously, if you're making gaming videos, you know, or vlogs, that type thing, you know, select the category that best fits your video. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to figure out because this video that I'm making right now, like everything I wish I had known when starting a YouTube channel, you know, I'm not really sure. Should it go under education? Should it go under people and blogs? Should it go under how to? Like, I don't really know exactly what the right, you know, category for that is. So it can be kind of tricky sometimes trying to decide, but if it's something obvious like auto and vehicles or like gaming, or if you're making a blog, you know, pets, animals, you know, whatever, those are pretty self-explanatory. Going from that, we have comments and ratings. Basically right here, you can decide how you want your comments to be moderated, if you want to turn them on, off. I always leave comments on because even if someone leaves a really nasty, ugly comment on your video, overall, that is good for the algorithm. The more people that comment on your video, YouTube looks at that and goes, hey, this video is really interesting. I need to push this to more people. I have one video that I posted specifically. I said some controversial stuff in it, and it sparked a lot of conversation in the comments. And as a result of people commenting on that video, it got over 280,000 views. It's my most watched video by far, literally just because people commented on it. That's the only reason that video is popular, is because it has a ton of comments on it. Next thing I want to talk about was how to put cards and end screens on your video. What do these do? How do you use them? So first, let's go to cards and talk about what those are. So a card basically allows you to link a video within your video. So as it's playing, a little, you know, thing will pop up in the right-hand corner of the screen with whatever video you link from it. So you can hit add card, and then you can go to your video list right here, and you can select from your videos that you want to select. And at whatever point in time that you decide in your video for that card to appear, it will link up in the top right hand corner of the screen. So as I'm watching this, or as I'm making this video, I could say, hey guys, and if you want to learn more about this tool, check out the video in the top right hand corner of the screen. And at that point in time, I can go and link that video. Now you can do the same exact thing at the end of your video. You can go into end screen, and you can select your elements. Since I already have some selected, it looks a little bit different, but you can hit like video element, and it'll add another one in here, and you can pick from these different options right here. Best for viewer, choose specific video, or most recent upload. I prefer to specifically choose the video myself. If you do that, you can, again, look at all the different videos you have and select it. Choosing best for viewer basically lets YouTube decide what video it wants to recommend there. I don't find it to be the most accurate sometimes because, say I make, you know, a video about car detailing, it could recommend a video that I made about a drone I purchased. They don't really go two and two together. So I prefer to put, like, you know, car detailing videos recommended at the end of my car detailing videos, you know. So again, you can scrub through the video down here and decide where to place them. What's up, guys? It's me, Hammy, on the other end of the camera. Just want to conclude the video by saying I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it educational. If there's anything I didn't cover, or if you have further questions, please drop a comment below on the video. I try to respond to everyone's comments as best I can and try to help answer any questions you might have. So again, I hope you found this helpful in jumpstarting your YouTube career and just giving you a better understanding of how certain things work. With that, guys, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you around.